take on the Detroit Pistons. Unfortunately, they will be without their starting point guard, Josh Giddey, yet again, but we're going to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go and get into this content today, y'all. It's game day as Chicago Bulls are taking on the Detroit Pistons. The Bulls will be without Josh Giddey yet again. There was some hope that he was going to be able to play in this game, but he will miss this game as well, unfortunately. And, you know, it just is what it is, man. The Bulls are hoping that he's going to be out there for the 3-game road stretch. Well, we're in a 4-game road stretch that starts today, but they want him out there for the West Coast trip. They're hoping, and we could very well see Coby White and Josh Giddey both return for the game against the Utah Jazz. You know, that was the game that also Coby White said that he is targeting to get back out there, but, you know, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But overall, though, the Bulls are playing off against the Detroit Pistons. They're going to try to get a dub in this game. And when you look at how they played, you know, in the last game against the Spurs, like, you see that the Bulls can't have success without Josh Giddey. Now, it comes via you need more people to contribute and things like that. But, you know, we'll see if the Bulls can come in and get that done today. But overall, this is a Pistons team that's red hot. They are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Even after, we opened our season with beating the Detroit Pistons, they're a much different team than what they were then. And, it's earned and stuff like that. So we'll see how the Bulls compete. I don't know if they've announced if Jalen Duren's playing today. I did know that they had Tobias Harris is, of course, out. Jaden Ivey's out. Isaiah Stewart's out for them as well. But I'll try to look it up and see what happens as far as if they've announced if Jaden Ivey's playing today or not. Let's see. I don't see anything on their Twitter just off a quick glance, but we'll see what happens there. But regardless of who plays or who does not, the Chicago Bulls need to be prepared in this game. They need to be locked in. If they're not, they can lose to anyone. And that's just what it's like for this team. You can lose to anyone. They can win against anyone. That's just the way that it's gone for this team. And, we'll see how they can compete in this one. Hopefully the Bulls are ready to go, though. I want this team to be ready to go. I want them to be active. I want them to be locked in, because if they are, that's when things really work well for the Chicago Bulls. So hopefully they are ready for that. If not, it is going to be an ugly game for the Chicago Bulls today. They're going to have to be prepared on the offense. Defense are going to be prepared in every facet of the game. They're going to have to be ready because even with Isaiah Stewart being out, they still got Paul Reed there, who's been a really good defensive player for them before and had some pretty big games, regardless of what he gives offensively or not. So, we'll see what happens to that one. What that comment's about. So we'll see. But hopefully the Bulls are ready, prepared, locked in today, because when the Bulls are locked in and ready to go, we usually have good performances. So there's that one. And we'll see if the team can do that today. They need everybody eats. That's the thing with this team. Everybody eats. And we're best when everybody is involved and everybody is eating and taking a place in what this team can do, because we are better as a unit than we are individually. And that's been the thing that's benefited this Bulls team literally all season since the season started. So we haven't been at 100. Keep in mind, the Bulls have not been at 100% at any point this season as things stand right now. So we'll see. Basketball side, how's your day been? Thank you, Orange Soda. It's been a pretty solid day. New drip, by the way. Remember I told you I had some exclusive shit coming? Bulls $ emblem. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about the $? Right? It is what it is. Unless we have a longish break before next week's diabolical schedule, hopefully we get back everyone next week. Yeah, the Bulls could very well have everybody but Zach Collins back next week. I think Zach Collins is still about a week and a half away. So while Coby and Josh Giddey are looking to return while we're on the West Coast trip, you're probably looking at Zach Collins not coming back until after the West Coast trip. It's probably when you're looking at a target for Zach Collins. So we'll see what happens with that one. Jeremy says, I just want the Bulls to win. I feel you, bro. I just want the Bulls to win, too. I just want them to win, too. Man, I'm so ready to be healthy. I'm excited to see what this team looks like healthy, too. If this Bulls team can get healthy, man, we could very well be dangerous this season. And so, and we've already been tough. Like, for the Bulls to be 6-4 with the toughest schedule in the NBA, I get it while some people are down on this team and concerned and all that type of stuff, but for you to be able to be at this place right now where we are, man, that's crazy to me. It's crazy because I wouldn't have expected. There are people predicting the Chicago Bulls to be 1-9 out of the first 10 games, right? And we're above 500 as things stand right now. We need to be healthy. Absolutely. We definitely need to get healthy. I heard we're trading for Anthony Davis. Is this true? Fuck no, that's not true. Fuck no, that ain't true. Like, we're Bulls are not trading for Anthony. Like, first of all, us trading for a $60 million contract is going to be difficult enough. We are not trading for Anthony Davis. What up, Haize? Let's take this W tonight. Some very winnable games coming up also. I mean, you got winnable games, but you also got tough games. I mean, next week's schedule was tough for the Bulls. We got Utah, Denver, Portland, Miami as our next 4 games after this game. Then we got Washington, New Orleans, Charlotte, Indiana. Those are 4 very, very winnable games, right? So, it is what it is. You're probably looking at Zach Collins being back around that November 22nd date against the Washington Wizards is probably when you're looking at Zach Collins probably returning around that time. So listen, we're getting back healthy. We're going to get people, we're going to get healthy as a team, and then as we get those people back, we're going to have that period where we need everybody to kind of catch their rhythm again. But this is going to be a really good team, really good team. Giddey should return back before Kobe White. No, Kobe said he was targeting the Utah game, so Kobe could be back in the next game. Kobe could be back on Sunday. Now, with us playing Sunday and Monday, they could look to hold Kobe White out in the first of that back-to-back. That could be what they do to get him a little bit of extra time. Or they could play him on Sunday and then have him take off Monday against Denver. But there's a high probability that we could probably see Kobe White back in the next game on Sunday. So Josh Giddey and Kobe could be coming back in the same game, which wouldn't be bad. The fact that we are 6-4 and we haven't been healthy at all this season, the national media should feel stupid. I mean, listen, it's the start of the season, right? We've seen teams start off hot and cool off. We've seen teams start off cool and warm up. So we'll see what happens. I'm not willing to say anybody's stupid quite yet, right? But it's up to the Bulls to prove that. It's up to the Bulls to prove that the predictions of them 30.5 and what was 33.5 wins, like that was ridiculous. But the Bulls are proving it, and that's all we can take is the Bulls are proving it. Utah, Denver, Portland, and Miami after this game. Yeah, that's not a easy stretch by any stretch of the imagination. I know everyone's talking about Kobe's return, but ZC's return is something I'm looking forward to. Listen, I'm looking forward to this team being fully healthy. So, yeah, Zach Collins getting back out there, Kobe White getting back out there. I'm excited to get everybody out there. I want everybody eats. I want everybody healthy. That's what I want for this team. I want everybody to get healthy. Don't pay Mike no attention, Archangel. Mike is just looking for attention, bro. Ain't been no Spider-Man movie out in a while, so he'll be getting it together. Oh, good point. Did they say guys coming back from injury wouldn't play back-to-backs right away, especially Kobe? Well, no, they haven't said anything like that. I'm just reading the tea leaves, right? Like, and again, he may be on a minutes restriction to allow him to play in back-to-backs, but I just wouldn't be surprised, especially with being calf and stuff like that if when Kobe White comes back, they just look at it and say, hey, let's see how your body responds to a full NBA game before we throw you in a back-to-back. I just wouldn't be surprised with that. So, again, or they could look at it and say, hey, if they played it very cautious with this, which it seems like they have, and they want to make sure that he's 100% healthy before he even takes the basketball court, we can see him come back with no restrictions, none of that. He's just back out there on the court. So it could go one of two ways. I'm just saying kind of that's where my mind is I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play in the second of the back-to-back, or he just doesn't play both games of a back-to-back as when he first comes back. Bro, what we thinking? 26 points a game for Kobe once he gets his feet wet. Listen, I can't, the way that this team spreads everything out, I'm not willing to make any point per game prediction for anyone because I think the way that we are playing basketball this season, ideally you don't want anybody to average 25, 26 points per game. You want everybody to be efficient. You want to still have your 6 or 7 players in double figures. So I don't know if Kobe White's going to come back with that level shot. Now, if he's more efficient, then maybe. We'll see. Haize, why some players don't be on minutes restriction, but some do? It depends on the injury, bro. It really depends on the injury. I think that's a huge thing of it. It depends on the injury. Haize, did you catch the Wizards versus Pistons game? Cade put up a 40 ball with 40 attempts. What was it, 42 points on 45 attempts, something like that? Yeah, that was crazy. That was wild. And then he didn't even hit the game winner. This is a game that Vooch should look to assert himself offensive-wise. Nothing against Duren or Reed, but come on. Listen, Jalen, I don't know how much Pistons basketball you watch this season, Shay, but Jalen Duren has made that defensive leap where he may be one of the best defensive bigs in basketball when it's all said and done. Like, Duren's defense this year has been legit. So I don't know if you can assume, like, Jalen Duren's tough. He's strong. We've seen Vooch struggle with those type of centers before, so I mean, still look to assert yourself. I'm not saying that Vooch shouldn't look to assert himself, but I don't think you're talking like Jalen Duren's about to be barbecue chicken in the paint, and that's not who Jalen Duren's been this season at all. He has been locked in. Yeah, because it's almost a little scary to come back from an injury and boom, 5 games in a week. Yeah, exactly. If Albrecht keeps going crazy in the G League, do you think we can have a greater chance of AK trading Vooch? No, because Lachlan Albrecht does nothing for Nikola Vucevic. Like, AK is not going to trade a player because a young player in the G League that was a second-round pick is looking good. He's just not going to do that. Now, I'm not saying that he's not going to trade Vooch. I think that if they have the mindset to trade Vooch for a deal, they'll trade Vooch for a deal. But I don't think Lachlan Albrecht has anything to do with that, personally. That's just my and that's no knock on Lachlan. I'm not saying that's a knock on Lachlan Albrecht at all. I'm just saying that by what AK has shown, I just don't see him looking at that and be like, oh, because you remember, Adama Sanogo was putting up freaking 20, 12 and like 3 blocks. It was probably more like a block and a half per game in the G League. Then he came up here and put up a 20-piece, 20 and 20 game that Adama Sanogo had and never saw him again. So I don't know if AK is really moved by G League performances like that by those type of players. De'Aaron Fox has been gone so long he wasn't on no restriction. Again, different team, different medical staff. What up, brother? Who would you recommend to follow for true basketball news outside of Casey and Will Gottlieb? Because this clickbait shit is getting more prevalent. Bro, everybody does a little bit of it. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I check in with Mark Stein very heavily. Jake Fisher, him a little bit too, but I kind of weave through where he's pulling some of the stuff from. Those are kind of the two outside of Chicago guys I follow the most. Of course, Shams, stuff like that generally, but that's kind of when news breaks. But if you're just talking about like the speculation and trade stuff, those are pretty much the two guys I look at the most. Not to say that they're batting 1,000 either, but I definitely don't look at no goddamn Evan Sideri. That's for damn sure. Don't look at him. Love watching Noah play yesterday. He definitely looked better than the competition. Oh, he looked head and shoulders above the competition. Head and shoulders above them. Would love to get Duren at the Bulls. I mean, listen, coming into the season as a restricted free agent, I thought that there may be a chance. Jalen Duren playing the way that he is now, the only way that I think the Pistons will let him go is that if a team puts out a big offer and it puts them too close to the luxury tax. Keep in mind, the Pistons are like the Bulls. They do not pay the luxury tax, and it's an ownership mandate. So that's the only way that I see it, but I think more so they're probably not keeping Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Duren's probably the one that's going to stay. That's probably the one that's going to stay. Jalen Duren is scary on D. Absolutely. That's why I don't know why Shay's acting like, oh, yeah, Vooch should come in and assert himself because, come on, it's Duren. Like, have you watched this brother play this season? Jalen Duren is no joke at all on the defensive side of the ball. That brother's no joke, man. No one surprised me with his poise. You can tell he played professionally for years. He doesn't move like the youngest rookie in the league at all. I mean, yeah, you can tell that he kind of understands. He understands his game. He understands his limitations. But I think that level of competition in the G League, man, that's his job is to show that he's above that level of competition. And for what it's worth, for that one game, he definitely showed that. Limited minutes for Kobe on Sunday. We need him more against Denver. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He may be in a minutes restriction in both games, much like Io was. Remember, they brought Io back on a minute restriction because it was a back-to-back, and they wanted him to play both games of the back-to-back. So maybe it's something like that. Do you think Acme deserves more credit than we thought? I actually have a whole episode on that. But, yeah, Acme deserves more credit than people are willing to give him. And I think recently he's in a stretch of some really good basketball, really good basketball. What do you think of Chris Haize and Vincent Goodwill? Are they reputable in your opinion? I don't really follow Goodwin at all. Chris Haize, and no knock on Chris Haize, right? Here's the thing. I don't think Chris Haize posts clickbait. Like, Evan Sideri legitimately posts shit just for clickbait. Like, the post he made today was legitimately a thing that he got from FanDuel. So that's different, right? But I mean, they're solid. They're solid. I think you more see stuff after the fact from them than live stuff. I'm glad you've been live calling games this season. It has been fun to have on. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Haize, the difference between Adama and Ulbrich is one guy went undrafted and the other guy was drafted by the team. Not saying you're wrong, but that's what I see. Yeah, but I mean, let's be clear. A second-round pick ain't that much different from being undrafted, especially where the Bulls got him. You look at how far they moved back. It'd be different if you said he was drafted in the first round. Hell, Marko Simonovic was drafted around the same place where Ulbrich was. How often did we see Marko Simonovic? So even if you want to go that, and Marko was playing pretty well down in the G League after his second, about halfway through that first year, he started putting together some really good time in the G League. Like, y'all remember Dalen Terry and Marko Simonovic was looking like the next coming of like G League, goddamn me, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. And that shit didn't go nowhere, bro. Nowhere. For neither one of them, for sure. So, Cade is out. All right, Cade Cunningham is not playing. That definitely changes a lot for this team. Cade Cunningham is out. Fire fit again, bro. Listen, I don't know if you knew here. I know you've been here for a long time. This is what I do. This is what I do. Bro, come on, bro. Just come on, bro. And it's raised too. It's not like in this shirt. Like, this is some quality shit I got on right now, bro. It's what I do, man. What I do. The hat is drippy. See that Eastern Conference patch on the side of that mug? Like, what are we talking about in this mug, bro? If you can find a Bulls podcaster that can outdress me, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'll run you $500. It's not happening, bro. It is not happening. I know Derek think he got he think he got the drip game going on, but listen, you're not on podcast every day like me. I've been in front of y'all every day for 1,622 straight days. Go and look at the drip. You can check the drip every single day. 1,622 straight days of drip. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with me in this game, bro. On Bears or Bulls drip, bro. I got this. This is what I do. So there y'all go, man. I'm just saying. Haize, do you think there's a big man we can sign in free agency to replace Vooch? Here's the thing, right? And this is the thing that I always like to say. People make it sound like replacing Vooch is easy because they just mentioned a center that's different than Vooch. And yes, you can get a center that has a different type of play style than Nikola Vucevic. But then I think you're also missing the fact that Vooch's passing is really important to the Bulls. Vooch's scoring is really important to the Bulls. Now, I think as Modest grows as a scorer, maybe you need less offense. So, yeah, I mean, there's Mark Williams. There's Walker Kessler. There's somebody else. There's another big man that I talked about before. But there's a couple of names out there. But, most of those guys are restricted, so their teams could match. So, we'll see what the Bulls do. I think the Bulls' best case is trying to find somebody in the draft and developing that person. I also copped the City Edition jersey, too. Had to get the boots. First of all, I'm never calling him Boozy Vert. Boozy Vert is the most lazy nickname Stacey King has ever come up with. It's trash. I hate that shit. The shit is fucking trash. So if you call him Boozy Vert in here, I'm blocking you. No, I'm just playing. I'm not blocking you. You call him whatever you want to. Hey, speaking of Marco, I still believe we should have drafted Trey Jones over him in the second round that year. We got him now. So, hey. It is what it is. He's here now, so. What up, Haize? Once again, no Josh Giddey. That's going to be a challenge. Also, the AD BS rumors that's out there. Come on, guys. AD will get injured during sex and be out for 2. What is that, a strained dick? Do you have a ligament in your dick? Can you have a strained dick ligament? That's crazy. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. How many closets do you have? I have one big-ass walk-in closet with several shelves. and I'm starting to run out of space. Like legitimately, I'm starting to run out. You know what's so crazy? I forget I have some shit. So there's that part of it. Socks or Cubs? Hold on, I got something to show you. Give me 1 second. Does this answer your question? Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? Sox or Cubs? Cubs? Northsiders? Get that bullshit up out of here, bro. Southside all day in this motherfucker. Come on, bro. Does that answer your question, though? Come on, man. What the fuck we talking about, bro? What we talking about? What we talking about? Y'all don't even get to see the Sox drip because I don't host White Sox Central. What we talking about? He says, it's a muscle. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine running into the Paul George version, injury version of a dick injury. That would be crazy. Oh my God, that's a jacket. Yes. Come on now. What are we doing, bro? What are we talking about? Don't fucking ask me Sox or Cubs. What the fuck? Listen, I'm just blocking this motherfucker from the channel as a whole. Because I don't have time for trolls and dumbasses. He's just gone. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. I understand why everyone has been fed up with Acme and his stagnation, but you don't want to go all in too soon and be the Suns from a few years. Listen, one thing I always say, going in too early is just as bad as not going all in at all. It literally is. It is. With Nico Harrison fired and the Mavs trying to trade, here goes Melvin. Trying to trade Klay Thompson. You think they're about to go full rebuild? That's the speculation. We won't know for sure what they're going to do. But I think that them trying to trade AD, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, maybe Klay Thompson and Kyrie, and just trying to set. Because keep in mind, after this draft pick, they don't have full control over their own draft pick until 2031. So even if they did want to tank, they don't have full control over it. So, yeah, we'll see. Y'all wanted that motherfucking Haize run it. It was sold out. Listen, you can come try to get it from me. You may leave with a few more holes in your body than what you came with. And listen, and you still not going to have the jacket. So all I can say for you is for the benefit of you, and because you are somebody that I have a lot of respect for, don't come try to take my jacket. You try to tell me run it for my jacket. I guarantee you, we both going to be some shot up motherfuckers. I can guarantee you that. We control all of our draft picks. Thank God. Exactly. Thank God. That is one good thing that we do have is full control over all our draft picks. Would you be interested in Gafford? Absolutely. I'd be interested in Daniel Gafford. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, yo. I said a few more holes than what you left with. If I fuck a hole in your body, that's crazy. That's like murder too. So, I guess either way it works. But, I'm not SP. I'm not telling nobody to run me their draws because of a beef. That's crazy. That's wild. I'll get SP to do that. SP said, your pants will be around your ankles. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm going to shoot you. But, it is what it is. Wait, bro. Marcus Sasser and Asur. Yes, Asur Thompson is out too. Like, all their defenders are basically out, bro. I hope we ain't trade for any star players. Can't do that shit again. News got to. Oh, it's definitely fake. Definitely fake. We just need you on the Blackhawks, Haize. That team is. I do not. First of all, I already cover one team that plays 82 games. You want me to cover another team that their season goes on at the exact same time for another 80-something game? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know, bro. I'm just messing with you too, brother. I'm just messing with you too. Somebody asked, oh, there it goes. PJ Washington would be a great addition. PJ Washington cannot be traded until March. The trade deadline is in February. So PJ Washington can't be traded this season because of when he signed his extension. So there you go. I think Washington and Gafford would be nice here if we were to trade. Let's just not skip steps. See, and that's the thing. You got to think both those guys are getting paid a lot of money for a long time too. Like, I think PJ Washington's under contract to 2029, 2030. I think that season is when he's under contract too, and Gafford has 2 or 3 more years after this season. So we'll see. We better effing win this game. Listen, any given day, a team could win or lose. So we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. We need P. Willie plus Modest to get us this dub. I hate you niggas. I really do. I really hate you motherfuckers. Like, I hate you. I really do. I hate you. I'm just letting you know that right now. Yeah. I hope you catch syphilis. I really hope you get syphilis. I hope that happens. Because Shay says I didn't know we had a game today. How you didn't know we had a game today? Do you think P-Dub's ceiling is what is already at, or do you think he can still develop into a better player? I mean, listen, there's still a lot of potential for him to be a better player. But like I said years ago with him, every year that ceiling comes down, that potential comes down. So at this point, listen, P. Will is solid where he's at. I don't know how much better he gets than that. If he does, cool. But, that's it. Here we go. The comments are getting the Haize, bro. The longer I be on, the craziest shit people start saying. TBO loves him some P. Willie. That is a wild bar there. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had the crabs before, but nothing more serious.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.
I'm just fucking with you. But shut the hell up, bro. Not you had crabs, bro. There's no way that anybody could have got that out of me. What are we doing, bro? Not you casually had crabs, bro. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Outside of Cade Cunningham, who else is out for the Pistons? Asur Thompson, Marcus Sasser, Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey. There are a lot of people out. A lot of people are out. Did you comment on Noah game yesterday? Do you watch the daily episodes? Do you watch the episodes that I post every morning at 7 a.m.? Do you watch those episodes, the 25-minute episodes I drop every single day for 1,622 straight days? Do you watch those episodes? Because that'll tell you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know. 1,622 straight days. And you come in here asking me stuff like that. That's crazy. That's wild. A role player is going to go off on us today and we're going to lose, aren't we? No, I hope not, bro. I really hope not. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I do, Haize. I just missed today. Well, motherfucker, go and watch it. No, I'm just playing with you. But yeah, I talked about Noah's game. But don't forget, starting on Sunday, I'll be back to dropping the weekly recaps for the Windy City Bulls. So I'll be doing that. I'll be dropping those on Sunday. So if you want the recaps of the G League, you guys can watch that as well. Haize, I'm 6-0 in betting on the Bulls, so I did $200 on the ML. You'll thank me later for that. Okay? I don't bet, so I don't even know what that shit be meaning, bro. I don't bet at all. I work too hard for my money to be betting it away on shit that I don't control. You ever notice how often people's jersey comes untucked? LOL, refs never see it. I don't know how. That's crazy. Damn, Haize, I got up to 36 straight days of content. 1,000 plus is great. 1,622 straight days of posting content. Listen, I sometimes don't even believe in myself. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, there are times where literally I'd be like, man, what the fuck have I been doing with my life, bro? That's crazy. But listen, I've never felt burnt out. I've never felt tired. I've never felt like not doing it. So hey, I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. I'm crab proof. Secret benefit of All right. All right. All right. Well, there you go. There you go on that one. That man said he was taking a day off and then showed up the next day. I was supposed to, remember I was supposed to, after we hit episode 1000, I was supposed to take a week off. Steve-O was going to take over the channel. He was ready, and then I just kept posting. And now that was episode 1000. So after episode 1000, I was supposed to take a whole week off. I've now made it 622 straight days past that and still haven't taken off a day. That's crazy. Oh, dang, I erased that. Hey, listen, I got it all. Once I got it, the crab proof is wild. Crab proof is crazy. That's wild. Skip my comment again, Haize, and I'm going to get my hot one. That is hilarious. First of all, now you already know I'm still fired up from ECH, so watch yourself. Watch yourself. SP said, I used to think I was crazy, but crap. SP, you threatened to rape a man, bro. You literally threatened it and be like, hey, man, I'll pull your ankles. Like, what? Come on, bro. Chill out, SP. That's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm going to get ready to chill, man, until we got to go live for the game. Make sure you guys are following us at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. BullCentralPod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'll catch y'all here in a couple of minutes for the live call. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.